Yes, honey, the queen is back, child. Listen, get comfortable, snuggle up because I've got tea for you, child. While you're at it, please subscribe and hit the bell, like and comment, and remember, honey, let's sip this tea. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, honey, with the queen, child. Listen, honey, if you're joining us for the first time, my darling, please do subscribe and hit the bell because, listen, you don't want to miss nothing. This is where the party is at, child. Listen, okay? Yeah, I forgot to wear earrings. Anyway, guys, listen, today I've contemplated, making a video about this particular topic because it is a sore one. But I feel like I spend most of my days on TikTok, and on TikTok I realized that a lot of young people are going through the same situations, you know? Like, for instance, we all have work anxiety. Okay, let me not say we all. Let me say most of us have work anxiety. Most of us have occupational stress. Some of us dread going to work in the morning. Some of us haven't diagnosed the real problem, but we know when it's time to go back to our workspaces, we're reluctant, you know? First and foremost, this is my platform. This is my channel, and everyone, as long as they've got a Google account, have the right to create their own space where they can say what they want to say. And secondly, I will not mention any names, but if the shoe fits Cinderella, wear it and own it. Maybe it's time for you to do an introspection. But when it comes to our workspaces, as a young black female working in a black community, my colleagues are all black, the society that I work for is all black, I feel as though my qualification, or should I say my work experience, is undermined. Going into the workspace, I haven't even had a chance to prove myself to anything. Going into work as a young black female in a space where there's other black people. Listen, I've never worked in a situation where there's white people. I have done internships, as other people call it, like teaching practice in white schools before. I'm not talking about that experience. I'm talking about ever since I started teaching in black schools, going in black, going in female, going in with my years of experience. I feel as though the older generation is already receiving me negatively. Let me put it this way. I have to prove myself. Before anything in our black workspaces, there's cults, as we call them in my workplace. There's groups. So before we can even identify you as a being, you need to associate yourself with the group. And until you do so, you cast aside. I feel as though, I had a conversation once with a colleague of mine that is the same age as me, and I was like, as a teacher, I wonder if my mom is just like these people at her workspace. When you go into a workspace and older people are already, first of all, spreading rumors about you. Second of all, are having meetings where no one really mentions your name, but we know who we're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how do we then, as a young generation, prove ourselves? Like, for instance, me personally, when it comes to my work, I don't care anymore. The only workspace that I care about is the children in my class. When it comes to the rest of, the office, or should I say the school, I'm not bothered. Now I wonder if we, as the young generation, are going to be able to last long enough. You know, like work is not what it used to be for our parents. And you come to the realization that now all of a sudden age is a topic. Now, should we discuss that so and so is older, so and so is younger, but what does it have to contribute to our work? You know, it's so demotivating to wake up every morning and have to pretend. Yeah, that's another thing with our workspaces. Working with the older generation, we have to greet each other. We have to act like we care about each other, but deep down we know that, in essence, I wish you didn't come to work today. You know? I think as black people, as black young people, because I feel like the space for the 50s and above is not as broad as it is for us, you know? And the opportunities with everything that is coming for our workspaces doesn't cater for the 50 and above. But, sorry, if there was mutual respect, and also I've come to the realization that whatever situation we have with the older generation, we're not going to win. You know, if we express our opinions with them and we try to have a conversation, listen, we're not going to win it. Those people are stuck in their ways, they're not going to change, and it's hard to get through to their thick skulls, you know. I think us as the younger generation that is entering the workspace now, we should be open to receiving the others that are coming in. Slowly but surely, they're going to be pushed out. The young ones are going to be the older ones soon enough. But let us not be like them. You know, people are being disrespected by their children in public spaces. I've never spoken ill of my mom in her presence. I mean, like every other child, I've got opinions to say about her when she's not in the room. But I will never disrespect my mom. They're being disrespected by their children. Their children come and go as they please. They can't control their kids. Their kids are driving off with their cars and they're causing accidents. Everything wrong is being done by their kids. They can't discipline their kids, and now they want to come and push us down for no reason. I mean, it's clear. They're being threatened by what we have ideas to do in the workspace. And at the same time, I'm like, but these opportunities weren't open to you in your time. I mean, you did your best with what you could do at the moment. I mean, we can never take away from what they've done to the workspace. Like, if it wasn't for the older generations, generation, we wouldn't have a space to walk into. You know, the schools that we work at, the offices that we go and serve, wouldn't have the reputation that they have if it wasn't for them. But why are they so bitter, and why are they pushing us out so forcefully? I wonder. And you know, when you choose to be silent and you choose to be minding your own business, there's those little remarks that they make, like to say, I'm a 2K, I'm a this, I'm a that. Those names that they call us, I can't stand them. Because I feel like it's those things that they call us that are supposed to hush us down, belittle us, remind us who they see us as. These little short little things that have no value or no meaning. Yeah, we're all struggling. We are all struggling, but I think, guys, if you've got access to therapy, you know, see a psychologist. I have you. If you're new to this channel, honey, go all the way down, child. You know, I have been to therapy. I've seen an occupational therapist. I have seen a psychiatrist. I've seen them all because at one point you blame yourself, right? You feel as though maybe there's something that I'm doing wrong, but why are they picking on me? You know, you start to analyze yourself and to start questioning your mental capacity, only to find out, listen, they're older, not ready to leave the system. They're older, want to scar other people. They're jealous because their children are the same age as us, but their children are stagnant. Not to say our kids are not going to be a problem to us in the future, but we learn from the mistakes of others. So I think, yeah, if you've got access to a psychologist, please see a psychologist. Like, not any psychologist. I've seen one bad one in my lifetime, but my one, if you're in Port Elizabeth, I can plug you. My psychologist is very good. Um, See a good psychologist, you know, someone that is going to offer advice. My first psychologist was bad because every time I went into a session, I came out with no solution. Instead, I felt like, yes, I cried, but still I'm drained because the rest is still up to me, you see. But if you've got access to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, exhaust those avenues so that when you go into the workspace, you know who you are as a professional, you know, as a being and as a professional. These people can't really pin us down. One by one, they're going to exit the system. Unless they all just like, about my post. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for loving and supporting. Mwah! That's heart to that heart. This queen, that king. Everyone, honey, spread love. Bye-bye.